Hi, this is Dr. Go, and this video is a tutorial for the students that teach under me and also my own students to reference for practicing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star from Suzuki Book 1, the way I like to teach it. This is not the end-all be-all of all ways to teach Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, okay? But it's a way that's been really, really successful, and just would like to share it, okay? So this is the base. Now, I have a lot of variations on this. This is just a very basic approach to what we're doing. And for the variations on how I teach this, there's another video in my channel on more of the variations of how to teach each variation, okay? So, but this is the basic, yeah? So for variation A, I like to teach the frog just from the middle of the frog to the end of the winding. Yeah, whether it's silver winding or whatnot, or shell winding or whatever they use up there for the neat colors and stuff. From here to here, that's all the bow we use. Okay, and bow hair facing the player, never away. Okay, for this, yeah. I want the supinated grip. Okay. So those who are not familiar with this, please check out my Kreutzer number 4 tutorial. Yeah, okay. We want the supinated grip. We want to make sure the pinky is in the right place on the player's side of the stick, not on top or falling off the other side, okay? And comfortably so. It should not be tense at all. So thumb and pinky need to be relaxed. Middle finger needs to have good contact on the frog, the middle finger, okay? Ring finger can be nice and loose, but the middle finger for a supinated grip needs to have a good contact. Okay, and we're just gonna go, nice and easy. Yeah, as they get, you're gonna hear either this, something like this when they first start. That's fine. They're using a lot of muscle. Eventually, they'll start to even out. For the B section, fourth finger. And so on and so forth. Variation B is the tip, and I want the pronated grip nice and relaxed. I'm going to show it up here so you can see it more. I actually let the index knuckle disappear from the weight of the shoulder. The thumb, instead of pressing up, is actually going down into this part of the frog right here. It's actually going down, because if you squeeze, what's happening with your weight going down, your thumb is actually pointing up, so you end up fighting yourself. No need to fight yourself, yeah? And honestly, in this position, I'm going to go G-string so you can see it better, okay? Just leaning down. My thumb is actually, okay, what you should be feeling is the weight going to the index finger. The ring finger is important here. The middle finger is not so important, but the ring finger with good contact on the frog is important in the pronated position, okay? The thumb can just rest comfortably. It's not pressing up, it's actually pressing down into here. Not really pressing, but it's resting, okay? So, that being said, then we start doing important consideration. From here, make sure you get them to move the major part of the shoulder to change the strain. A lot of people make the mistake. They just try to move the elbow, move the wrist or something to change the string. Too tight. Make sure shoulder. And notice the motion of the elbow. Never let them hold the shoulder like this and just do this. Okay? See the arc of the hand? It's going to draw the bow crooked and knock the bow all the way down the fingerboard, okay? You want this to be loose, a very loose, relaxed shoulder. I always teach fourth finger on the B section. Yeah, I find it helps to bring the hand frame around and get the elbow moving. Okay, okay, I'll go all the way through for now. One important consideration is the mental one. I do the first two notes. On the rest, you should be singing already the next three notes. A, E, E. So start A, E, 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 1, 1, 1, E, E, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and so on and so forth. Okay? Then we go to variation C. When you start the frog, remember variation A hand, the supinated hand, and you want a smiley, what I call a smiley face. This motion in the bow, not linear like this. Okay, maybe when they're more advanced and they understand everything and how the arm works, you can talk more linear. But even there's no such thing as really a perfectly linear arm here. Okay, because yeah, we have joints. So this, the smiley face, okay? And so we want this. From the supinated grip, just let everything just fall straight down and release out like variation B. Then you have the two small notes, exactly from variation B, right? And then smiley face back up. Make sure, because you're releasing up here, right? When you come back up bow, make sure the students drop the elbow, drop the shoulder, and relax. Everything should be relaxed on the beginning of the up bow. Release. Come up. Support up. Yeah. And the small balls. And again, the supinated grip from variation A. Yeah, so you have. Just drop. Release. Drop. Support. First finger. Forgive me for my horrible bow changes right now. I still haven't warmed up. Just started playing the violin right now. Okay, so this is variation C. I'm going to go all the way through. Okay, and again, important at the frog, feel the middle finger. At the tip, feel the ring finger. Finger. Variation D, we start with velvet fingers, okay? Velvet fingers broken into two parts. One is down bow, elbow goes down. Up bow, elbow goes up. Down bow, supinated grip. Up bow, pronated grip. So important thing is down bow, you feel all the knuckles collapse before the down bow. You're really using quarter of the bow. Up bow, you feel the index knuckle, the top three knuckles collapse. Down bow, bottom three, pinky, ring, middle. Up bow, index, middle, ring. Okay, you have to make sure the student feels those collapse before the bow moves. Not downward force. You don't want downward force. You just want the bones to align so that, look, I'm honestly, I'm just, my fingers are just touching the bow, and it's already, I can move the string on the violin without added muscular force downwards. It's just weight. It's just the weight of the stick, really. I'm just aligning my bones. Okay, so once that is done, the next one is to do that with a smiley face action of the elbow. Release. Release. So release, collapse down, release the elbow up, collapse down, release, support up, collapse down, release, collapse down. Okay, and I'm exaggerating the motion right now so it's easier to see. Honestly, when you play, it's not that big of a motion. But it's still important to have the smiley face, because the second way we do this is with saltando. So we hold the bow like variation A, and we do the smiley face. We start about 2 centimeters off the string, 1 centimeter. Bow hair facing, important, high wrist, low elbow, everything from the shoulder. Shoulder and shoulder blade. Next way is ricochet. It's still a smiley face, but you're teaching them how to release grip on the bow, not control. A lot of people make the mistake of holding the bow like this. Okay, you want to start them off by just having them bounce the bow. Try to get them to get as many bounces out of the bow as possible. Okay, and eventually they'll find the balance of how much to push on the pinky and whatnot to get as many bounces as possible up and down. Afterwards, you start limiting how many bounces, and you lift the bow. Now I will just want 3 notes. And eventually you start reducing the pause and the lift until, yeah, and that's the smiley face motion with the elbow. The trick is to make sure the up bow, you move the elbow a little bit. You have to move it a little bit. If you don't kick it, then you get it doesn't move. Okay, you have to kick it a little bit. To release the fingers and everything, okay? And after that, you do that variation D and E, okay? And E is just 4 notes. after all that, then we go to theme. Now, because of the ricochet, the fingers are more released. They know the basics of the arm and everything from variation C. They know the positions from variation A and B. Okay. They have some looseness in the arms from, again, variation D and E. So then we get silent bow changes variation in the theme. The theme is always the last one to teach. Everything comes together. Okay, so I hope this helps. Oh, yeah. So for the theme, for the quarter notes, we're using half the bow. For the half notes, we're using the whole bow. In I guess British terms, maybe the crotchet is half the bow. The minim is the whole bow. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. Cheers and best wishes.